Check, check. Testing, testing. Hi everyone, thanks for tuning in. This is the 18U Girls Division 1 Tier 2 Championship. We have MVC taking on LVC Fire. This match will get started in about 6 minutes. We're scheduled for a 10 a.m. start. We've got the girls Tier 1 final, same court at noon, and then the Tier 1 boys are on at 2 p.m. We'll have all stream. Just keep it tuned to the OVA YouTube channel. Don't miss a second of the action today. Okay, we are just about to get underway here. Just a couple more minutes. This match is scheduled to start at 10 a.m. As mentioned, this is the 18U Girls Division 1 Tier 2 Gold Medal Final. Your teams are MVC versus LVC Fire. For MVC, your roster lineup: number 1 at setter, Daisy Nabel. Number 2, right side, Grace Mazur. Number 3, outside hitter, Haley Henderson. Number 4, libero, Caitlin Johnny. Number 5, setter, Kate LaFleur. Number 6, outside hitter Julia Stevnitsky. Number 9, outside hitter Natalie Ogrodnik. Number 10, outside hitter and middle Jamie Matisse. Number 11, middle blocker Marissa Talsma. Number 13, outside hitter Ray Delsey. Number 14, middle blocker Katie McKenna. And number 15, libero Mila Tesic. That is MVC. They are in the maroon jerseys. LVC in the black jerseys. Number 13, Brianne Camerand. Number 2, Bridget Crowley. Number 1, Iris Fletcher. Number 11, Kate Grassman. Number 4, Kiana Huggins. Number 3, Natalie Lyons. Number 7, Megan Nevitt. Number 15, Brooke Richards. Number 21, Kiana Taylor. And number 14, Emily Tifo. Number 12, Abby Thorup. And number 9, Abby Versteeg. Head coach for LVC is Steve Dow. Assistant coach, Montana Woodhouse. For MVC, head coach Stephen Felker, assistant coach Chris Garrick. We're looking forward to a fantastic match here on Court 1 at R.I.M Park, your Division 1, Tier 2, 18U Girls Gold Medal Final. Our referee just confirming the starting lineups and rotations here, and then we're going to get started. We have an up ref, a down ref, and linesman here for this final. And MVC is going to get us started with the serve. Big kill right off the start for Abby Thorup of LVC. Smacks that one cross court into the open side. And Iris Fletcher will head back to serve, up 1-0. MVC responds off the block to tie us at 1. That serve sails just a little long. Service error. Abby Thorup back to serve for LVC with the float into the back corner. Nicely passed up. And a free ball here. That was probably heading long. Thorup plays it anyway. Set outside to Kiana Huggins, who puts it down into the back corner. And LVC has a 3-1 lead. MVC looking to set up an attack here. They've had to settle for free balls so far, and that one's hit into the nets. LVC is rolling. MVC struggling to pass up Thorup's serve early on. And that trend continues. That one shanks. The ace from Thorup makes it 5-1 London Fire. That one's passed up. Tip job does not work. That's put right back from whence it came. That's Bridget Crowley on the block for London. And MVC head coach Steve Felker calls a timeout. LVC rolling off the start here up to a 6-1 lead. And Felker just trying to get his girls calmed down a little bit. MVC hopes to dig their way out of this early hole. This is it's a long match. I believe we're doing a best 3 of 5. So nothing to panic about yet for MVC. Here we go, coming out of the timeouts. Abby Thorup still serving for LVC Fire. Mountain Volleyball Club has struggled to pass up her serve so far. That continues again, and they're forced to send another free ball over, and London will set up an attack. They run it to the outside. That's Kiana Huggins off the block and down. Timeout for Mountain didn't help stop the bleeding yet. They finally get a pass off that serve, run a quick, and that is blocked by Brooke Richards. London is hot right now. Mountain fights over that set. They weren't sure if that was for the back row or for the right side. Causes a bit of confusion on the defensive side, and it drops. Right side for Mountain, got her shoe stepped on there. It came off her foot. She'll regroup. We'll get back at it. I apologize. The roster I have for Mountain Volleyball Club, the jersey numbers aren't matching up, so it's a little difficult to identify some of the girls, but I will do my best. Tough serve there. Burns off the top of the tape. That's an ace. 3 serving 8 now. Mountain Volleyball Club looking to climb their way back in this. Another tough serve. We've got a reach over called on London. Looked like Mountain was in control of that play anyway. And now MVC's returning the favor with these tough serves. London struggling to pass up and run a system. That's a little better. Back set to the right side. Nicely dug by Mountain's libero, but they're forced to send a free ball, and London will come back with another attack. That one is slammed through the block by Kiana Huggins. She's off to a great start for London. That's a couple kills for her early. And London leads 9-4. Number 2, Bridget Crowley back to serve for LVC. That serve just misses the end line. Couple inches out of bounds. Makes it 5 serving 9 for Mountain. Nice dig in the back corner. Another free ball, and London will attack again. Quick up the middle for Kate Grassman. MVC digs, but their attack is sent long out the end line. MVC on the board now. She heads back to serve, 6 serving 10. That serve finds the tape, but somehow climbs over. That's Kiana Huggins with another kill. Looked like she hit that a bit, but it ended up off the block and out of bounds. Huggins back to serve. Free ball over the net, and Mountain Volleyball Club will set up an attack. They run the middle. It's blocked by Kate Grassman. They'll try again to the outside. That is off the hands and out of bounds. MVC's done a great job to regroup here early on. That serve just misses the end line, out of bounds. Kate Grassman back to serve now for London. Kate was an 18U All-Star. She's also a middle for Team Ontario Elite. Fantastic young player with a bright future. That hit looked long, but LVC does them a favor, keeps it in. Great dig by the lib there. Another block up front for London. And once again, Mountain is forced for the free ball. Set to the outside, well dug. And they'll set up an attack now. Kate Grassman does a great job to stay off that roll shot. It lands just out of bounds. Grassman with the serve, passed up. And again, LVC is all over that attack with the block. London Fire well in control of this first set. Grassman with another tough serve right down the line, and once again, Mountain Volleyball Club is forced to send a free ball over. That lets LVC set up an attack. Doug, MVC returns the favor, and again, just long. London's doing a great job of staying off of those. They're just missing the sidelines. Grassman again with the serve. That one catches the net. She was getting closer and closer each serve. That low serve finally backfires as it catches the tape. And that service error makes it 16-10, London leading Mountain Volleyball Club early in the first set. That serve dug by MVC, quick shoot there, out of bounds. Iris Fletcher back to serve for London. That one's into the nets. We have Laura Bishop back to serve for MVC. That floats, causes some havoc. Looked like we had a player in the net there for London, no call. That allowed Brooke Richards time to set up an attack off the block, and MVC could not quite dig it. And Mountain Volleyball Club calls another quick timeout. Hey guys, can I get a score check up here, please? Thank you. This is the 18U Girls Division I Tier 2 Championship Final. MVC has just called a timeout. They trail London Fire. It's 18-10 here in the first set. Good news, I do have an accurate roster for MVC now. I apologize for that. Middle, Rachel Vanderwell, number 1. Number 3, right side, Laura Bishop. Number 6, outside hitter, Addison Wilson-Hands. Number 7, setter, Christina Stratford. Number 8, outside hitter, Megan Shannon. And number 9, outside hitter, Sophie Hollinghead. Number 11, right side, Amy Simvich. I will finish off that roster shortly next time we get a break. For now, we have Abby Thorup back to serve for London. That's a tough serve down the middle. Sophie Hollingshead can't quite get there on the dig. That's an ace. Makes it 19-10 LVC. Thorup again. That one touches tape and just climbs over. 2 straight aces. Not what Mountain was looking for coming out of that timeout. And now we'll see a substitution here. That's number 7, Christina Stratford, coming on the court for Laura Bishop. Thorup back again to serve for London. It's a big hit there from Megan Shannon, but it's well dug by London. They'll free ball it back over. MVC tries for the middle quick there. The timing is just off. Bit of an attacking error, and Thorup will head back to serve up 21-10 in complete control of this first set. Thorup's serve finds the net. She was due for an error. That was a good run for her, and she'll now sub out for number 9, Abby Versteeg, as Megan Shannon of MVC heads back to serve. Good serve by Shannon. LVC does well to set up an attack off that tough serve, and MVC responds. Kiana Huggins with the attack. Not quite what she was looking for there. Mountain on the defense. Great job. They're trying to climb their way back into this one. They trail 12, serving 21. Shannon back to serve again. And that serve can't find its way over the nets. Substitution here for London. Brianna Camerand stepping on the court in place of Bridget Crowley. And Camerand will go back to serve. Nice attack set up there from Mountain Volleyball Club. That was their right side, Amy Simnich, finding some open court. And after that serve, LVC again with the substitution, bringing their libero back on the court. That's Natalie Lyons. Megan Duffy serving for Mountain. Tough serve. LVC does well to stay on the sport court and return that, but Mountain will be able to set up another attack here. Hard off the block. Well dug, and here comes London. That is Kiana Huggins with another kill. She's been on fire today. (23-13) now. London in control of this match. That's Brooke Richards. Little overpass there, and Huggins again with the kill. That sets up set point here. Brooke Richards looking to serve for the set, up 24-13. Mountain's able to set up an attack this time. Sophie Hollingshead hard off the block and out of bounds. They're staying alive here, and they'll run a quick double substitution, bringing in Ella Carter and Laura Bishop. Ella Carter back to serve. Tough serve from Carter, well dug by London's libero, but MVC will have a chance to set up an attack here. They run it outside, tipped, and Bishop cannot stay off the block that was probably heading out of bounds there. And that'll do it for the first set. 25-14, LVC takes that first set over Mountain Volleyball Club. The teams will switch sides and regroup here for the second set. One more time, I'll just run through Mountain Volleyball Club's roster. As mentioned, I apologize, I had the incorrect roster there to begin. So, Mountain Volleyball Club, first of all, head coach Larissa Bickelo-Pulak. Their middle, number 1, Rachel Vanderwell. Right side, number 3, Laura Bishop. Outside hitter, number 6, Addison Wilson-Hands is injured for this match, unfortunately. Setter, number 7, Christina Stratford. Outside hitter, number 8, Megan Shannon. Outside hitter, number 9, Sophie Hollingshead. Right side, number 11, Amy Simnich. Middle, number 12, Megan Duffy. Libero, number 13, Maddie Bowles. Setter, number 15, Ella Carter. Middle, number 16, Lauren Hebert. And libero, number 18, Alexi Chevrier. That is the correct Mountain Volleyball Club roster. They are taking on London Fire here in the 18U Girls Division I Tier 2 Championship match. LVC took that first set 25-14, and we'll get going with the second set here very shortly. Okay, we are just about set to begin the second set here. This is best 3 out of 5. We've switched that up for Ontario Championships. The 18U boys and girls D1 is playing best 3 of 5s in the elimination matches. More of a high performance feel. Give the boys and girls an opportunity to play a match that more closely resembles what they'll see at the next level, whether it's college, university ball, or those who are lucky enough and good enough to go pro right away. It's important for them to have those experiences. This is number 12, Abby Thorup of London Fire with the serve. Quick attack from Mountain there. Abby Thorup with the kill. Or sorry, not Abby Thorup. Megan Duffy with the kill. Good start for Mountain Volleyball Club. Looking to rebound after a tough first set. That's Huggins again with the big swing from the outside there for London, but this time it's dug up. They send a free ball back over, and London will set up another attack. Bridget Crowley puts that one off the tape and rolls through the block. A little lucky there, but you got to be lucky to be good, and Kate Grassman subs onto the court. We're tied at 1s here early in the second. Bridget Crowley back to serve for London Fire. Tough serve causes Mountain all kinds of problems. They can't pass up. They're unable to bring that one back inside the antenna. And Crowley will serve again, up 2-1. That's a deep serve. Looked like it might catch that end line, but it just missed. Great job by Mountain Volleyball Club to stay off that one. Megan Shannon back to serve for MVC now. Tied at 2s. There was an out call there from LVC, but the bottom fell out of that serve. It caught the back corner. That's an ace from Megan Shannon. Great serve into that deep corner. Shannon looking to repeat that on the serve again. Again goes deep. This time it's passed up. Set to the outside. Huge kill from Brooke Richards. The teams are exchanging points early here in the second set, tied at threes. Richards now to serve after that big kill. Mountain this time able to set up an attack. Sweet tip there from Sophie Hollingshead. Mountain looking a lot better early on in this second set. They seem to have regrouped. They're running some nice offense now. They lead 4-3. Duffy with the serve. LVC unable to pass that up, and Mountain will be able to set up an attack here. That's well dug by LVC. Kiana Huggins on the outside. She's been killing all day. Puts that one off the tape and just outside the block. Huggins now back to serve. She's been unstoppable early on for LVC. Deep float serve, and again, Mountain's gonna force to just send a bump over. Little step around for Kate Grassman, but a libero digs it in the back row. Grassman again, no, it's set to the outside. And that one is down. Maddie Bowles lived for MVC doing Omen's work in the back court there, but couldn't quite pass up the second attack. Huggins to serve again. Well dug in the back corner by London's libero. Huggins just with the bump set over. Up the middle, nice tip there from Rachel Vanderwell. Set was a little tight. Vanderwell fixed it by just tipping over top of the block. And the teams continue to trade points, tied at fives now. Christina Stratford back to serve for MVC. Grassman off the top of the block. Mountain setting up an attack. Grassman gets some hands on that, and she'll set now. Outside off the block by Abby Thorup. And Kate Grassman will head back to serve up 6-5. Mountain Volleyball Club seems to have found their fire here after a tough first set. They're right in this match now. Neither team's going to go down here without a fight. Grassman with the pass. Thorup with the big swing off the block, and now Mountain will return the favor. Into the back corner from Sophie Hollingshead. Hollingshead to serve now after that nice kill. Big approach, float serve right down the middle. Tough play for Huggins on the dig. And now Mountain is going to be forced to send a free ball over. That'll let London set up an attack. They push outside to Thorup. Huge kill. Abby Thorup got all of that one, sent it cross court. No chance for Mountain to return that. Iris Fletcher now back on the line for London. And that attack from Megan Shannon is just long. First time this match, we've seen a couple points back to back, and that gives London a 2-point lead. Fletcher again with the serve, tough one. Off the hands of Hollingshead, she was unable to pass up. That's an ace for Iris Fletcher. Fletcher with the hot hand serving here. She'll look to keep that up. Mountain needs an answer early on. This could be it. Set, back set to Amy Simnich. What a kill. Fantastic set there. Vanderwell now back to serve. 7 serving 9. 7 serving 10, sorry. That's a big kill there from Abby Thorup. She and Huggins easily leading this match in kills. See Fletcher having a conversation with her coach there. And that attack from Mountain is just long. Thorup with the float serve. Mountain runs the middle to Megan Duffy. That's returned by LVC, and Mountain will set up another attack. Nice setter dump. It's read by Thorup, and Huggins sends a roll shot over. Here comes Mountain again. That's blocked by Huggins. But LVC is called on the net. I'm not sure who it was there. Might have been Huggins going up for that block. Either way, Mountain gets that point. It is 8 serving 11. Huggins pounds that one. MVC can't pass up. Sails out of bounds. And Bridget Crowley will head back to serve with the 12-8 lead. Tough serve, well passed up. Mountain forced to send a little set over. Big dig there from Maddie Bowles. And a great swing from Megan Shannon into the back row. Thorup stretched out to reach that one, got a piece of it, couldn't pass up. And now Shannon will head back to serve. Hard serve there from Shannon. That allows Mountain to set up an attack. Nice dig from, oh, tough one. Fantastic dig there from Natalie Lyons, the libero for LVC. But it lands right between Grassman and Fletcher. They couldn't figure out who wanted to take it. That's a point for MVC. And Shannon will serve again. Tough serve. Hard into the back courts. Kind of handcuffed Natalie Lyons a bit, and just like that, MVC's right back in this set. They trail 11 serving 12. Megan Shannon still serving. Tough float from Megan Shannon. She picked her spot and nailed it. Last serve, she drove it hard right at Lyons. And then she responds by just dropping a soft one in front of her. She's got the defense fooled with this serve, and that ties us up at 12s. Another tough serve from Shannon. This one's passed up by Lyons, but LVC forced to just send a free ball over. That lets Mountain set up an attack. Lyons with the dig. But here goes Mountain again. Setter dump, well read by London, but then a little miscommunication. Another you take it, I got it. That's a couple of those in a row now for London. Separated by a few aces, and that'll force LVC to take a quick time out here and regroup as Mountain Volleyball Club has claimed the lead. As mentioned, MVC has now taken the lead here in this second set. They lead 13-12 after a great run of serves from Megan Shannon. They had London scrambling a bit on serve receive, and they just weren't able to set up the attack they were looking for. LVC controlled the first set handily. They won that one 25-14. Looked to have this second set in control as well. They were up as much as 4, but MVC has come storming back. London with a quick timeout here. They look to regroup, and Mountain hopes to keep the momentum rolling. Megan Shannon's been serving up a storm back there. She'll look to continue that out of the timeout. Another hard serve. That one's well passed up by Thorup. Huggins with the attack, rolls it into the back corner. And Sophie Hollingshead pounds that one through the block. Mountain continues their run out of that timeout. And that serve from Megan Shannon sails a little long. She had a great run there. Brooke Richards now back to serve for LVC. They trail by 1. That's well passed up by MVC with the attack. Dug up by London, and here comes Huggins. She tips over the block. Mountain read that, set her dump. LVC read that, and Grassman up the middle. Quite a rally we got going here. London scrambling on defense. They'll send a free ball over, look to regroup, and here comes Mountain with the counterattack. Huggins at the net. That set's tight. She does well to stay off. Here comes Mountain with the counter. What a dig by Lyons. Oh, and that tip from Sophie Hollingshead just off the antenna and out of bounds. What a rally. Definitely the best of the match. Impressive defense on both sides. And here comes Mountain on serve receive. That's Hollingshead. Hammers that one just a little long. And just like that, London has regained the lead. Brooke Richards to serve. Soft float serve lets Mountain set up an attack. Hit just wide by Megan Duffy. Richards again with the serve. That's Bowles digging that. Hollingshead. Really no options there. The tough set was a little low. Certainly couldn't get over top of it. Tried to just poke it over the net. Unable to do so. And with that, Mountain Volleyball Club will try to stop the bleeding here. They call a quick timeout. They had a nice lead after a great run. But LVC has reclaimed that lead up 17-14 here in the second set of this Division I Tier 2 gold medal final. Here we go, coming out of the timeout, London Fire leading 17-14. They won the first set as well. Brooke Richards back to serve. Low set there, Hollingshead tees off on it, but it's into the net. Certainly no touch there on the block. That set was low. And Richards will continue serving. Well passed up by Bowles. Little touch over the block by Megan Duffy. Sweet hands there. She didn't have much option on the attack, so just a nice soft touch over the block. Defense unable to get there for London. And now Duffy will head back to serve, trailing by 3. Tough serve. Natalie Lyons can't pass that one up. Duffy looking to get her team back in here. Trailing by 2 now. Another tough serve. That one touches the tape, but that's well passed up. MVC will have a chance to run another offense here. Hollingshead hard off the block. Well dug by Lyons in the back court. Mountain again looking to set up an attack. Here's Hollingshead. She tips, and the setter dump from Iris Fletcher. Just settling things down a bit. A little scrambly on both sides. Neither team really able to set up the attack they're looking for. Fletcher makes the smart play there to slow things down, tip into the open court. Free ball here from Mountain. They'll look to set up Kate Grassman up the middle. It's blocked. They look for her again. Again, Fletcher goes with the setter dump. That time it's read by Mountain. And LVC will set up another attack. They push that one all the way outside to Abby Thorup. She kills off the block. 20-16, LVC leads. Couple nice rallies here. The defense has really woken up on both sides. They're reading these tips. Kiana Huggins back to serve. Tough serve. That had a lot of movement on it. Handcuffed Rachel Vanderwell. And that's an ace. Huggins will see if she can do that again. Mountain calls a timeout just as Huggins goes to serve. They trail 16-21. Timeout MVC here late in the second set. Okay, here we go. Coming out of the timeout, that's Kiana Huggins back to serve for LVC. They lead 21-16 over Mountain Volleyball Club here in the second set. Huggins with the hard serve, well passed up. Lyons digs that attack. Grassman with the touch at the net. Here comes Mountain with the attack. That's Hollingshead. She drills that one just wide out of bounds. And Huggins will serve again. Passed up by Hollingshead. They send the set right back to her. She's forced to just roll over the block. And that's Abby Thorup on the outside. MVC looks a little worried about that middle set to Kate Grassman. I don't blame them. But that left Thorup free to swing on the outside. And with that, MVC will get a substitution here. That's Ella Carter coming in for Amy Simnich, as well as Laura Bishop stepping on the court for Christina Stratford. MVC looking to change things up here a little bit. LVC looking to close out the set. Huggins, tough serve. Handcuffs Megan Shannon. That sets up set points, 24-16. And MVC will again substitute. This time, Alexi Chevrier comes on for Megan Shannon. Huggins looking to serve for the set for London Fire. Hollingshead on the outside, forced to tip. Here comes London with the back row attack. MVC not really able to set up much offense. Grassman passes outside to throw up. Nice dig from Mountain, but Mountain is called on the net. And that is the set, 25-16. LVC takes the second. They won the first 25-14, and they'll look to close this out in 3. MVC looking to stay alive here as the teams switch sides. All right, we are just about set to go here. Third set. This is the best 3 of 5 in this high performance division. Here we go, start of the third set. Best 3 of 5. This is the Division I Tier 2 18U Girls Championship match. LVC has taken the first 2 sets quite handily. This is Megan Shannon back to serve for MVC, looking to reverse that trend and force a 4th set. Tough serve there. Looked like it might be a little low, but it caught the tape and climbed over for the ace. Good start for Mountain Volleyball Club. That's just what they needed. Shannon will look to continue that. Big dig there from Lions. Mountain able to set up their attack here. Little step around from Megan Duffy. Sails out of bounds. She was looking for hands but didn't get it on the block. And it's 1-1. Bridget Crowley back to serve for LVC. Tough swing there from Hollingshead. London's D can't dig. They send that out of bounds. 2-1, MVC with the early lead. And that's Megan Duffy back to serve. Lions handcuffed a bit on the serve. London still able to set up an attack. They're forced to just send a free ball over. Mountain sets one up to Hollingshead on the outside. She pushes into the deep corner. And again, LVC just sends a free ball. Middle quick from MVC. Timing was a little off. London reads it. And here goes Mountain again, setting up the attack. Set is tight. Hollingshead forced to just tip over. And that is Brooke Richards pushing that one through the block. Scrambling on both sides of the court. Neither team able to run the offensive attack they're looking for. Tips and free balls on both sides. Finally, LVC puts one off the block and down. Richards with the serve now. Little setter dump, well read by Lyons, the libero for LVC. That middle quick, the timing again is off. There's Huggins on the outside. Paints that sideline. Fantastic shot. Our linesman, Dimitri Magirius, calls that in. I think he was right. Richards now with the serve. Oh. And that's Ella Carter, setter for MVC. She didn't have any chance to set that overpass, so she just tips it into the open court. Great play. We're tied at threes. Carter now back to serve. Good hard serve. And she digs, but Grassman is too much at the net. Fantastic offense there from LVC. Grassman with the huge slam up the middle. Dug by Carter, but then Grassman puts it right back down anyway. And that's Kiana Huggins with the serve now for LVC. Chevrier, libero for MVC, unable to pass that one up. That's an ace for Huggins. Huggins again back to serve. Another low-driven serve. Overpassed by Hollingshead. No chance for Carter to set that or do anything with it. Couple tough serves in a row there from Huggins. And LVC now taking control of this third set early. Another tough serve. Mountain forced to send a free ball over. That lets London set up an attack. Abby Thorup, cross-court kill. And you see Ella Carter just trying to calm her girls down there in the huddle after that point. MVC a little rattled early on. Huggins is serving tough. That's what they needed. Huggins sends that serve long. Break up the momentum a bit there, and now Sophie Hollingshead will head back to serve for Mountain Volleyball Club. Trailing 4, serving 7. Passed up by Thorup. She gets the attack as well. It's blocked, and now they'll try Grassman on the other side. Grassman goes high. That's dug by Chevrier. Here comes London again. Pushing all the way to the outside to Thorup. Set a little far off. Can't get the swing she's looking for. And Rachel Vanderwell puts that one down. Here comes MVC now. Bit of a rowdy crowd there for Mountain Volleyball Club just behind Sophie Hollingshead, the server. She'll look to feed off that energy. Huggins with the pass, set. Back set to Kate Grassman, well dug. And here comes London again. Grassman up the middle this time, soft tip, just the perfect spot. Over the block. No chance for Chevrier to get there on the pancake. And Grassman will head back to serve. Couple of touches on the block from London. Lots of close net play here for both sides. And eventually that's Abby Thorpe just swinging that one into the net. Neither team, again, able to really set up much offense. Just poking it back and forth over the net, and finally MVC gets the point. This will be Rachel Vanderwell with the serve. Deep serve dug up by Huggins. Thorpe with the swing. Looked like she got hands there. No, our referees call it out of bounds. No touch on the block. Vanderwell again to serve. They trail by 1 at this point. That serve floats long and out of bounds. And Iris Fletcher will go back to serve for London, leading 9-7. Good serve right down the line. Forces Mountain to just send a free ball over, and here comes London on the attack. Little back set there to Brooke Richards. She hits into the net. And MVC not wanting to go away quietly here in this third set. Amy Simnich with the serve. Lions with overpass. Big swing there from Duffy, but she's on the net. That's a tough one. She had a free swing at that. Just got a little overzealous, I think, and brushed the net on that attack. LVC getting lucky there off that overpass. Here comes Mountain set outside. That's Brooke Richards at the net for London, and here comes Mountain again. Megan Duffy rolls off the block of Bridget Crowley, who puts that one down for the point. Duffy passes up. Another free ball there from Mountain. Good fix out to Huggins. She couldn't keep that one inside the antenna. That set was just pushed a little bit outside. Tough play for the setter to try to make there. Huggins had no chance to keep that in bounds. It'll be 10 serving 11 now. MVC still in this game. Lyons passes that one up, set outside to Huggins. She goes cross court. Chevrier with the dig. Hollingshead returns the favor with that cross court slam. No one home on defense. Get a little court repair here as our linesman doesn't like the positioning of that antenna. We're tied at 11s. Megan Shannon serving for Mountain Volleyball Club. Set outside to Huggins, off the block there of MVC. Here's Carter with the setter dump, well read by Lyons. And Richards at the net pokes that one over. That time it is Megan Duffy right up the middle. Little quick attack there from Mountain. LVC couldn't get their defenders in position in time. And that supporters group for MVC going a little wild again. Overpass on both sides. Hollingshead just puts that one down. It's now 12-11, MVC with the lead. They've clawed their way back into this one. They trailed early. Tough serve there from Shannon. Touches the tape, climbs over. That's an ace, and MVC up 13-11 now. London calls a timeout. They look to stop the bleeding. They want to close this thing out in 3 straight sets. Mountain Volleyball Club has other plans. We'll take a quick timeout. Here we go, Megan Shannon back to serve coming out of the timeout. 13-11, Mountain Volleyball Club leads here in this third set. London Fire took the first two, 25-14, 25-16. Shannon with the serve. Hard one that Huggins digs easily. She gets the attack now. Didn't look like there was a touch on the block, but they're going to play on. Chevrier with the dig. Carter sets it all the way outside to Hollingshead, who just sends a free ball over. Here comes London. That tip allows Mountain to set up an attack. Hollingshead with the swing out of bounds. London now with a quick sub. They'll get Brianne Camrand in here for Bridget Crowley. And Camrand will head back to serve, trailing by just a point. Camrand with the float serve. Hollingshead passes up. Carter set her dump again. Nice play by Thorpe to keep that alive. And that time Carter set a little off target. Megan Duffy had nothing to do with it. She tried to just push it over, but it landed out of bounds. And with that, we are tied at 13s. Carter again forced to deal with a tough pass. Megan Duffy does a lot with it on the tip. And Camrand and Crowley will again substitute for each other. Camrand just coming in to cause a disturbance on the serve there, did her job. And with that, Megan Duffy will head back to serve for Mountain Volleyball Club. Not quite what Duffy was hoping for. That serve finds the net. Service error ties us at 14s. Brooke Richards back to serve for London. Huggins pounds that one, but it misses the end line out of bounds. Setter Ella Carter now back to serve with that home crowd behind her cheering her on. Carter long float serve. That's set outside to Huggins. She goes cross court, tucks that one inside the sideline. Perfect shot, hit the spot she was looking for. And now Huggins back to serve. She was dominant in that first set. High tip there from Mountain, and LVC will set up an attack again. Abby Thorup got all of that one. Hammers it around the block. No chance for Mountain to dig that. Huggins to serve again as she and her London Fire team have taken the lead. But that service error brings us back to tied at 16s. Hollingshead now back to serve for Mountain. Lions with the pass up. Iris Fletcher sets outside to Kate Grassman, who pokes it over. Here we go again. London looking to run that middle, but Grassman's forced to tip. London again going to have a chance to set up their offense here. Another roll shot. Someone's on the net for sure. I believe that was Vanderwell. Going up to block, caught a piece of the net. Our down ref caught that. And Grassman will serve. Carter sets middle. Vanderwell with that quick attack up the middle. Manages to negotiate that one over the net. LVC unable to pass up. And now Vanderwell heads back to serve. Again, Abby Thorup with the kill there for LVC. She and Huggins got to be responsible for about half LVC's points, I think. MVC hasn't had much of an answer for either Thorup or Huggins at the net. Iris Fletcher now to serve. Carter sets all the way outside. That was Megan Shannon tucking that one inside the baseline. And with that, Simnich will sub out for Christina Stratford. Stratford now back to serve. Short float, Lyons digs that one up. That's Thorup with the big swing on the outside. Well dug by Chevrier. Mountain forced to send a free ball over. Here comes LVC again. That's Brooke Richards up the line. Stratford dug it, but her teammates could not pass up for her after that. Abby Thorup now back to serve for London. Carter sets right up the middle to Duffy. She's forced to tip. Another setter dump. That's been working for Carter. That's her third or fourth attempt at that, and she's got a couple points off it. LVC needs to be ready for that dump. They were there that time, but it was perfectly placed. They couldn't pass up. And Megan Shannon will head back to serve. Two teams knotted at 20s here. Carter forced to set all the way from the back, sets Duffy for the back row attack. And that's a big block there. Sorry, that was Duffy with the block. Megan Shannon had the back row attack. Megan Duffy with the block for Mountain Volleyball Club. Nice serve down the line. Well dug up there by MVC. There's Hollingshead with the outside attack. Looked like a poster hanging up there for that one. 21-19 now. Mountain Volleyball Club with the lead. That serve caught that baseline. Looked like it might sail long. Bottom fell out of it just in time. London's going to call a timeout here. 22-19. Mountain Volleyball Club is fired up. They're managing to stay alive here in the third set, looking to force a fourth. London's going to regroup here in this timeout. They want to close this one out in 3 straight. Just a reminder, coming up at noon, we have the girls' Tier 1 championship match, and at 2 o'clock, the boys' Tier 1 championship match. All of those matches can be found on the OVA YouTube channel or at ontariovolleyball.org. Just check the live stream article posted there on the front page for those links. Lots of great action going on here today on OVA YouTube. We'll also have the bronze medal matches live streamed on a static cam. Plenty of action for you to check out all across OVA's YouTube channels. It's a nice Sunday to just settle in front of your laptop or iPad and watch some 18U volleyball all day. Here's Megan Shannon back to serve for Mountain. London's timeout has the right effect. Throws off Shannon's momentum there. Throws off her rhythm. That serve sails just a little long. And now Bridget Crowley to serve for London, trailing by 2 points here in the third set. Carter goes middle. Fantastic tip by Duffy. Soft hands just over the block. Duffy now will head back to serve with a 3-point lead late in the third set. Here comes Grassman right up the middle. She's forced to tip, and Mountain was on the net there. I saw the net move, wasn't quite sure who it was. Our referee says MVC. And with that, Brooke Richards back to serve for London.
Chevrier passes that. Carter sets outside to Hollingshead. She goes cross court into the deep corner. That's still alive. What a dig in the back row. That was Abby Thorup. And here we go. London looking to set up an attack now. Abby Thorup sliding to stay on the court. Oh, and our referee didn't like the hands on that set. She calls a double. That's unfortunate. That was a great defensive effort in the back corner to keep that play alive, but LVC could never quite recover and set up an attack. And then a tough pass forced setter Iris Fletcher to get called for the double there on that set. Speaking of setters, Ella Carter back to serve for MVC. This is set point, by the way. Grassman up the middle. That's dug by Chevrier. Hollingshead on the outside. Still alive. MVC couldn't bring that one back off the block of London. Tight match here in the third set. 22 serving 24. Mountain calls a timeout. They'll look to close out this set coming out of the timeout. They've battled hard here in the third set. Didn't have the start they were looking for, losing the first sets 14 and 16. But they've really clawed back here in the third, fought hard. They're not about to go away quietly here in this Tier 2 gold medal final. All right, all set coming out of the timeout. That's Huggins back to serve for LVC, down 2. This is still set point. Mountain looking to force a fourth set. Hollingshead with the tip. That's shanked. That'll do it. 25-22. Mountain Volleyball Club takes that third set. They're still alive here. We're going to go to a fourth in just a couple minutes. And our referee signals that we're all set to start the fourth set here MVC took that last one. It was a nail-biter. 25-22, they won that one. Good fight from them to stay alive here after dropping the first 2 sets. Here we go, start of the 4th. London looking to clinch the Tier 2 gold medal here. MVC has other plans. They want to force a 5th and deciding set. Just looking across from me there on court 2. And it appears that the Ottawa Mavericks have claimed the Tier 2 bronze medal. Congratulations to them. We'll do a medal ceremony right here on court 1 following this match. LVC with the serve here to get us started. And they'll get a chance to set up an attack with Grassman right up the middle. Pounds that one into the back court. Great start for London. 1-0 they lead. Bridget Crowley with the serve. Tough serve, forces Carter to send up a tough set there. Roll shot over. And a little scrambling at the net. Grassman gets a big block there, helps her team settle in on defense. LVC again scrambling, but they're staying alive. Here comes Mountain with an attack again. Now they'll have a chance to set something up. That's Huggins on the outside, off the block, and it does land inbounds. Scrambling on both sides of the net. Again, LVC couldn't get the attack they were looking for. Mountain just kept swinging away, and in the end, off the block of Huggins and out of bounds. Point MVC. This is Megan Shannon back to serve, and she sails that one well long. Might be a little amped up here. Don't think the nerves don't get to these ladies. This is a high-pressure moment. Some of them, this is the biggest match of their lives. Thus far, at least. I know a lot of them are off to bigger and better things after this. That's a big kill from MVC there. Megan Duffy back to serve for MVC. LVC sees that one going long. That was Natalie Lyons, the libero, staying off of that one. Lets it sail. 3-2 LVC with the lead. Kiana Huggins back to serve. Chevrier digs that one up. Here comes Grassman up the middle. No, it's set outside to Thorpe. She uses her left hand to poke that over. Well done. And here we come again. Again outside to Thorpe. Off the block. What a dig in the back row from Shannon. London again looking to attack. Grassman doesn't have much option with that set, but it works. Grassman makes a bit of a funny face there. She knows that wasn't the kill she was looking for, but it did the trick. Huggins' serve finds the net. And with that, Ella Carter, setter for Mountain Volleyball Club, will go back to serve, trailing by a point. Carter's serve sails just wide and out of bounds, had a lot of movement on it. Well done by London's defense to stay off that one. And Grassman will take her spot on the service line. That serve handcuffs Hollingshead. She can't get the pass to Carter that she was looking for. Ace from Grassman makes it 5 serving 3. That serves into the net. Hollingshead back to serve. Little step around there. That was Bridget Crowley on the step around, high off the block. 7-4 London. And Iris Fletcher back to serve. Carter right up the middle to Rachel Vanderwell. That one's long and out of bounds. London opening up a bit of a lead here, 8-4. Fletcher again with the serve. Going deep at Hollingshead again. Chevrier forced to set that, and Duffy just sends it over. Thorup with the big swing off the block. And my apologies, I keep getting Megan Shannon and Megan Duffy mixed up here for Mountain Volleyball Club. I'll get it right before the match is over, maybe. Vanderwell back to serve. That was Abby Thorup with the huge swing. Slams that one down in front of the D. No chance to return that. That makes it 9-5 LVC. Fletcher read that little tip, but overpassed. Now LVC will have a chance to set up an attack outside to Huggins. What a cut! Man, she did well to just slice that one along the net, inbounds. Not sure she could have placed that one any better. Thorup with the serve. That's Megan Duffy with the swing, but it's out of bounds. Set outside there to Amy Simnich. She finds an open spot in that back corner. Well-placed swing. And she'll now head back to serve, trailing by 5 here in the 4th set. Just a little long, that service error. Makes it 12-6 LVC. Natalie Lyons subs out quickly. And Bridget Crowley will serve. Tough one, climbs over. Carter did well to get a hand on that and keep it alive for Mountain, but now Huggins attacks up the line. It is out of bounds. She just missed that sideline. Fantastic play by Ella Carter there to keep that serve alive after it climbed over the tape. Here's Megan Shannon back to serve for Mountain Volleyball Club. Passed up by Lyons. Set right up the line to Brooke Richards. She goes back to the middle with it, drops it just in front of Simnich. Nice kill from LVC, and now Brooke Richards back to serve. Middle attack there from Mountain. Good defense from LVC. They send a free ball. Here comes Mountain again up the middle. Grassman has an answer for that on the block. And now LVC will set up their attack all the way outside to Huggins. Set is tight. She tips over. And LVC once again setting up an attack. Nice little dump there from Iris Fletcher. Both sides were scrambling. Fletcher saw that her attackers weren't quite getting into position. So she did a cheeky little tip over into that open court. And Brooke Richards will serve. Lions with the dig there in the back row. Huggins off the block. Carter and Duffy going up for the tandem block there. Huggins put it off one of them. 15-7 now. LVC leads here in the 4th. What a serve from Brooke Richards. Just floats that one into the corner for the ace. Right up the sideline. LVC with a pretty commanding lead here in the 4th set. 16-7. That forces Mountain Volleyball Club into a timeout. Winner of this match is your Division I Tier 2 Ontario champion. On the far court there, I saw Ottawa Maverick claimed Tier 2 bronze for 18U girls. We'll have that medal ceremony on this court, Court 1, immediately following this match. Here we go, coming out of the timeout. LVC with a 16-7 lead here in the fourth set. That is Brooke Richards on the service line for London. Float serve, tough pass there. Christina Stratford not quite getting the pass she was looking for. Mountain could never really recover. And Richards is rolling with this serve. Better from Stratford that time on the pass. Hollingshead with the tip. Huggins and Richards kind of fight over it there on the side of the court. They didn't want to have a collision. They both stayed off, and it fell right in between them. With that, Megan Duffy will head back to serve for MVC. And that is long. MVC's libero Alexi Chevrier subs back onto the court as Kiana Huggins heads back to serve for London. Tough serve up the middle. Shannon can't pass up. That's an ace. 19-8 now. LVC leads. They're in full control of this fourth set. And Mountain calls a timeout. And coming out of the timeout here, Kiana Huggins back to serve. 19-8. LVC leads. Tough serve right up the sideline there. Mountain's going to have to just free ball that over. Here comes the attack outside to Thorup. Hard swing off the block. Carter sets up the middle. LVC digs. And Huggins will just pass that over the net. Here comes Mountain again with the attack. That's Hollingshead, but Grassman puts a roof on it. Big block there from Team Ontario Elite Middle and OVA Grand Prix All-Star Kate Grassman. Makes it 20-8 London. Little double substitution here for Mountain now. Sorry, just a single substitution as Megan Shannon subs out. Kiana Huggins still serving for LVC. Trying to sort out the rotation here. Our down ref had a bit of an issue, but I think we got things sorted out. Now Huggins will serve. Here comes Thorup with the swing. Nice roll shot over the block. Drops that one in front of the backcourt defenders. Huggins still serving. Carter sets right up the middle. Well dug in the back row by Richards. Little joust at the net. Thorpe puts that over, and we got a ball on the court, unfortunately, causing an end to that nice rally. We'll reserve here, and that means Huggins takes her spot on the line. Middle attack there from Vanderwell. Timing's a little off on the set and swing. That's into the net. LVC continues to roll in full command of this fourth set. Carter pushes all the way outside to Hollingshead, off the block of Grassman. LVC sets outside to Thorup, and she kills that one cross court. Seems LVC can do no wrong here on defense or offense as Brooke Richards subs out for Abby Versteeg. Kiana Huggins still serving. Here's Carter with the set up the middle. That time, Vanderwell got the attack she was looking for, snuck it through the block. And setter Ella Carter will head back to serve as Stratford subs out for Simnich. Little float, Huggins passes up. Grassman looks for the backcourt roll, sends that too long. We got 10 serving 23 now. Carter will serve for Mountain. Carter floats that one to the middle, well passed up. Here's Thorup on the outside. Rolls it cross court, well dug by Chevrier, and that's Hollingshead looking for the cut. Can't quite negotiate the net there. LVC will substitute Grassman coming out for Brianne Cameron, who will step in to serve for the match. Also subbing Emily Tifo getting on the court here in place of Bridget Crowley. And we got a ball coming onto the court just as Cameron's about to serve. Get that taken care of, and here is Brianne Cameron with the serve. Floats that into the back corner. Hollingshead with the pass. She gets the attack as well. Off the block, it's dug, but sails out of bounds. And Grassman will come right back in after Cameron did her job with the serve. On MVC side, we got Megan Shannon subbing in for Maddie Bowles. And this is Sophie Hollingshead, outside hitter for Mountain Volleyball Club, back to serve. It is match point for London. Set all the way outside to Thorup, off the block. That'll do it. 25-11, LVC with the win over Mountain Volleyball Club. Your Tier 2 gold medal champions, London Fire, silver medalists, Mountain Volleyball Club. And we're going to have that awards ceremony right here on Court 1 in about 5 minutes. Coming up next, we got the Division 1 Tier 1 Championship match at noon, right here on OVA YouTube channel. I believe you will have to switch links for that. Just go to our channel or OntarioVolleyball.org and make sure you check out that match coming up. It's Defensa. Who do we got? We got Defensa taking on Hurricanes. Defensa taking on the Halton Hurricanes in the Tier 1 Championship match. Don't miss it.